Good morning. Today we are going to explain Unit 8 from O level. As you can see here in Unit 8, there are some very important keywords or key vocabularies that needs to be understood. Some of them are the ones here from this text. These vocabularies are very important. So let's explain one or define each one of them. Okay, at first we have the word connection, and connection is more like it means people communicating with each other. This is called connection. Then you have expansion, and expansion also means to get something or increase in the size or length of something. Another word is high tech, and high tech here means describing something that uses a lot of new technology. This is called high tech. Network, a system that has a lot of connected parts. This is called network. Passengers are the people who uses transport are called passengers. People who uses the transport to go from one place to another are passengers. System is a kind of a technology that used to organize new or high tech. Underground, underground are things like, for example, there are trains that goes underground, is way under the ground. This is called underground. There is another also vocabulary that needs to be understood, like the word alternative. And alternative also is describing something you do or use instead of something else. This is called alternative. Environmentally friendly, or sorry, argument. Let's look at argument first. The word argument means the reasons that you give to say why something is right or wrong. This is argument. And then we have environmentally friendly. And environmentally friendly means when something is not bad for the environment or for not bad for nature. Okay. Finally, the word significant. And significant is more, that means having an important effect or influence, especially on what will happen in the future. This is called significant. And of course, you have here four sentences that needs to be answered. And even at the top here, you also have some 4 or 5 words that needs to be, or gaps needs to be filled from the words at the top. Very important thing you need to know about writing a summary, if you're writing a summary of an article or something. So here are very important points, very important 3 points. Only the main idea of the article must be taken in the summary. So you should always look for the main ideas. It might be more than one idea, but still you need to find the main ones and write them down. Number 2 is only the most important words and phrases from the article. It means you have to choose the most important words, phrases from the article. Finally, the last one is only the main numbers and dates from the article. So if there's a lot of dates written down in the article, you should take only the ones which are important or which has some events behind it. Okay, so this was a very important part that you need to know. Coming to the grammar part of this unit, and let's even before going to the grammar, looking at these words here, that means considering, working, convenient, current, issue, on behalf of, satisfactory. These words are also words that be used in this text, that will be used in this text. And these words also has got their own name. These words are called, as they say, that these are phrases that is used. So these kind of phrases also has a name, and we are going to just find their names here. Yes, these are phrases. So we always have to look for the phrases, and yes, These phrases will be used in this text in Unit 8, lesson number 4. So please make sure to answer these also from number 3, number 4. Coming down to the grammar part of this unit, but we're not going to take it from the workbook, but from yes, this one, high technology. Again, these words here from Unit 8. And then you have a text, answer the questions, coming down, and here is the grammar part. Today, we're going to talk about the future perfect. So what is the future perfect? Let me just share with you a whiteboard to explain what is the future perfect. Let's write down, just make it as text. Okay, future perfect. Okay, today's grammar is about the future perfect. So let's explain it in a very easy way. First, we're going to talk about the future perfect tense as an affirmative. Okay, as an affirmative. For example, just so you know that there is a form that you should follow in this grammar. So if you're talking about the future, so we are probably talking about will, or we're talking about will or going to. This is number 1. And perfect, we are using has or have. I'm sorry, has or have. So why did I use the perfect has or have? Because we're talking about the future, we didn't mention the past. So if we said the past perfect, we're going to use had. But here we are using have or has. Okay, let's write down a sentence to check what is the future perfect. For example, he will have decorated the house by next August. So here is an example. As you can see here, it says this is an active affirmative future perfect tense sentence. He will have decorated the house by next August. So I'm sorry, this is house. So here, this is something that he will do, and he's assured about doing it. Okay, next thing, let's take a negative one, which will be he won't have decorated the house by next, or let's say by 6 o'clock. Okay, here the sentence is a negative sentence, it's an active negative sentence, and the one at the top here is a positive one. Let's make this sentence as a as a yes or no question. So if we're going to say yes or no questions, then the question would be, will he have decorated, okay, the house by the next August? Okay, this is a question. This is a question. Yes or no question. Let's make it as a WH question. In a WH question, it will be, when will he have decorated the house? So here, this is a WH question. So these are the four forms of the active future perfect tense. As you can see, we have mentioned it in an affirmative way, and then we had it in the negative way, and then we have it in the yes or no question, and then finally the WH question. So the future perfect is a very easy tense that talks about the future itself, something that will happen in the future. So if I ever did this, let me just take this aside and let's just use the line. So if I am going to use the timeline, as you can see here, the timeline, this is the past. Okay, you have to excuse the way I'm writing. This is the past. This is the present or now, and this is the future. So if I'm talking about the future perfect, so I'm talking about something that's happening in this part of the timeline. So something that didn't happen, but will happen. So this is now, and this is the future, and this is the past. And here, this is something will happen in the future. So excuse the way I wrote this. It's really messy a little bit, but I hope you understood this part, because the future perfect is a very easy tense that only talks about the future. Okay, let's go back to our book here. If you can see here, there is number 4, question number 4 is all about the future tense or the future perfect tense. So it needs to be answered. It's easy if you try. So, and then for today, I guess we have finished unit number 8, vocabularies and grammar. And thank you so much.